You know, one of the craziest things today is that it's sad how, having a good heart today could be one of your biggest downfalls. And I know that because, I have a good heart. And having a good heart, I feel like sometimes, most of the time, fuck you over. Um, I'm going to continue to have a good heart. That's just who I am. But I feel like in a world today where everyone is just so cold hearted, man, it's hard. It's hard today to have a good heart with the world. My good heart goes to animals. It goes to plants. Some of the best love I've learned is not even from people. It's from fucking plants and animals. It's crazy. People are just fucking evil, and they could pretend to love you, and they could pretend to make you feel loved, only to pull a mask off, hit your ass with a Scooby Doo. 12 years later, it don't even matter. It may be 3 years later. It may be people pretend, you know. Um, but I will continue to have a good heart. I just won't put that energy toward people. I will use that energy toward, you know, like I said, plants. I just had a plant. I just bought that motherfucker, and I was, talking positive affirmations, and that motherfucker grew. It had a kid. I'm like, that's because of me, you know. I got the cat at the crib. That's that's where my energy go. That's where my good heart goes. He's getting a little big now because I think I'm feeding him a little too much, but that's just out the love of my heart. I feel like because I starved growing up and I had to survive, I'm gonna make sure he don't ever gotta fucking starve ever. And that's what happened with people today. People with good hearts, they tend to see the best in people because no matter what upbringing they had, that's all they wanted. I remember wanting love. I remember wanting validation. And so as I got older, I gave people that because that's what I wanted and it's not what I received. Most of the time, people who receive that shit, they don't even give it away. Some of the kids who have everything, they be some of the most selfish. Some of the kids who had nothing, they're willing to give you the fucking clothes off their back. It's weird how that works, but a good heart makes you see the best in people, even when they've shown you their worst. And that's the fucking sad part. Sometimes a person could show you that they a snake, but your good heart will turn will refuse to see that shit. And again, I feel like having a good heart today will get you hurt because you got a lot of fucking snakes in the world. A lot. A lot of people don't like snakes, as in like the little fucking slithery, whatever the fuck, reptiles. But imagine a snake with arms, and they could talk to you, and they could form dialect, and they could walk up. Like, imagine which one is scarier. See, too many people are scared of fucking boa constrictors and the little cobras. You got a snake right next door to you, and that motherfucker could do way worse than a cobra. Just keep that in mind. You know, a lot of people with good hearts, they give more than what you get. I remember doing that because I wanted more, so I would give people more in hopes that I would get that reciprocated back to me, but it don't work like that. You know, you assume that, others love with the same sincerity that you do, and they do not. They do not. People are snakes. People are evil. People are wicked. And you just, I'm not saying don't have a good heart, but you just got to protect your heart. I had a conversation with someone the other day that said, why should I, not be a good person if I know that maybe 90% of the people are evil? And I said, like, it's not that you shouldn't show that you it's not that you shouldn't be a good person, it's just showing it. I feel like when motherfuckers see that you have a good heart, they gonna take advantage of that. They gonna look over and be like, oh, you see that motherfucker over there? Yeah, we got one today. Good hard ass motherfucker. Yeah, we gonna take advantage of that. It's blood in the water. And they know that. It's like your kindness becomes a magnet for takers. People who exploit your softness instead of appreciating it. That's what's gonna happen when you have a good heart. It sucks. I swear it do, because the reason you have a good heart is because you probably didn't have the best upbringing, you know? And so you feel like, well, shit, if I give to people what I didn't have, I should receive that. But it's sad in the world today, it don't work like that. You know, having a good heart, it hurts most when you realize that not everyone deserves the access that you just give out so freely. And you just give it out to everyone because you have a good heart. And they know you have a good heart, so they're going to take advantage of that. And this is another thing that hurts. When you realize that the people who's taking advantage of you having a good heart, it's the people closest to you. You got the family member who keep asking you for money whenever they get caught up in some bullshit, but because they know you gonna help, they gonna continue to ask you. Because they know you got a place to stay and you gonna help them, they continue to ask you, you know, and they continue to get caught up in bullshit too, because if I do get caught up, I could just go to such and such because they got a good heart. Listen, your empathy can be mistaken as a fucking weakness, and it happens all the time. You know, that leaves you vulnerable for manipulation and betrayal. And no one wants to be manipulated, and the worst is being betrayed. And that's what's going to happen when you give your time so freely to other people. It's sad today because I had a situation where I'm going home and there was a car pulled over on the side of the road. Looked like they had a flat. It's a little flat. Well, I keep a lot of shit in my car just in case shit like that happen. And I hesitated to help this person because I'm like, what if this motherfucker using this as some type of a decoy or ruse, and then I get caught up and they throw my ass in the trunk, take the whip. It's sad that I think like that, because most people will actually use their kindness to get over on other fucking people. Or they know that other people are kind, and so they put themselves in a situation knowing that your kindness is going to take over. And that's where you get fucking duped. That's where the Scooby-Doo mask, you know, they like, damn, not you. Yeah. You know, you have to start caring deeply about just you. Care about what you fucking think. Stop caring about what other people think, because that's really what it come down to. A lot of people got good hearts because they care about what other people think. When you care too much, that comes with heartbreak. It do. Because the world doesn't always return the love that you pour out. You have to remember that. I remember saying hi to people when I was young, sitting on the porch, and I'm like, well, damn, I was sad when motherfuckers didn't say hi back. Because I was so nice, I was innocent. Why you ain't saying hi back? Everybody ain't gonna return that fucking love. So protect your heart at all times and realize that having a good heart today could be your biggest downfall. It ain't gonna be no scandal. It's gonna be having a good fucking heart. Send this video to someone who could use it. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Again, I've been through a lot of this shit because I have a good heart. And so start protecting your heart. I love y'all. Send this video to someone who could use it. Deuces.